All right, what is up? We are live Mexico City today. So let's jump right into it, starting with the paint scheme previews. The uh the link right there is down in the chat if you want to follow along. Poll question, of course, is up. As always, who is going to finish the highest out of the four? SVG, Chase Elliott, AJ Allmendinger, or Daniel Suarez? So there you go. Those are the options. What's up, Lanes? Good to see you on here. So let's jump right into the paint scheme preview. And then we'll get to who is good at road courses since we don't have any actual data from a previous race here and the qualifying order. Frosties on the side of the number one Chevrolet for Ross Chastain. Don't call it a Camaro; it's just a Chevrolet. But yeah, good looking scheme here for Ross Chastain. Once again, a perennial top fiver in the paint schemes. Menards got Quaker State on the front, and then you got Menards on the side for the number two for young Austin Cindric. Boot Barn going to be on the side of the number three for Austin Dillon, a very familiar red and black. So red and black seems to be the colors that trend toward the Dow. Chevrolet on the Boot Barn, of course, started his career with yellow and black. Long John Silver's on the side of the number four for Noah Gragson. A little departure from the normal Long John Silver scheme. This one has a little bit of more white in it. Yellow hood, white front quarter panel, and then blue toward the back of the car. Not a bad looking car at all. As always, Long John Silver is the best chicken tenders in the game. There is no question about that. Everyone knows it. It's well accepted as canon. Valvoline on the side of the number five for Kyle Larson. Good looking scheme. Rare that he changes it up, but every once in a while we do see Valvoline on the side of this car, and a good job once again by Valvoline. Not the only Valvoline car in the field. Another motor oil. We've had three so far: Quaker State, Valvoline, and now Castrol on the side of Brad Keselowski's machine. Good looking car. I'm going to go ahead and put him in my top five as well. So him and Ross Chastain right now, the best five I've seen. Number seven, Gainbridge. Familiar colors there on the side of Justin Haley's number seven Chevrolet. Lucas Oil, another oil brand, on the side of the number eight here for Kyle Busch. Good looking blue and white. Don't confuse him, however, with Kyle Larson, because those schemes do look somewhat similar, although Larson is in the all red car, mostly red car today. Number nine, Lumar Chevrolet window and film paint protection film. Window film and paint protection film on the side of Chase Elliott's number nine. Sort of an orangey, I don't know, like a burnt orange, maybe, orangish red car. Ohio Logistics, different looking scheme here for Ty Dillon. Got the Hulkamania colors, the red and the yellow with the white. Ohio Logistics running wild on the field here today. Yahoo purple on the side of the number 11 for Ryan Truex, not James Dennis Allen, who will miss this race. So Ryan Truex getting his Yahoo colors for his first Cup start of this season. Let's see, 12 Worth on the side of Ryan Blaney's car, white, black, and red. Leaf filter on number 16 for AJ Allmendinger, got to be a favorite in the field, but we've seen leaf filter before. 17 Bodyguard got the skull here, the Mexican Day of the Dead type skull here on the back of the car for Bodyguard. Good looking scheme, orange and black. So if you like those colors, I'm not going to quite put him in my top five yet, but we'll keep him in mind in case nobody else has anything good down here later. 19 Bass Pro Shops Tracker ATVs and boats for Chase Briscoe, his familiar scheme. The number 20 mobile scheme, always a good looking scheme there for Christopher Bell. 21 Decks on the side of the Wood Brothers, 21 for Josh Berry. 22 Pennzoil, Joey Logano's normal scheme. Chumba Casinos, we're going to go ahead and bump that one up to number one on the paint schemes. Just kidding. Everybody hates this one for some reason. Reminds me of the Laughing Clown malt liquor car from Talladega Nights. Valvoline going with blue here. Sort of a reverse scheme of what Kyle Larson has going on. Got the petty blue on the car here for William Byron and the 24. So another Valvoline car, another Long John Silver's car. Your second Long John Silver's car in the field. This time the hood is white. The quarters are yellow for Todd Gilliland, and the back, of course, is blue. So sort of a flip-flop of what the number four up there, I think, is running for Noah Gragson. Good-looking car for sure. And once again, Long John Silver's chicken tenders, best in the game. It is acknowledged canon. 35 Monster Energy Zero Sugar on the side of Riley Herbst Toyota Camry here. The 38 Benabone, Zane Smith with the French Bulldog right by the 38, in between the 38 and the Benabone. Good looking car. Always good when you got dogs on it. We'll slot him into number 3 for now. 41 Haas Tooling. That is the normal scheme for Cole Custer there. Pye and Barker Fire Safety, normal scheme there for John Hunter Nemechek when they run. And Family Dollar, pretty much their normal scheme there on the side of the 43 for Eric Jones. 45 Xfinity Mobile on the side of Tyler Reddick's Camry here. Purple, white, and purple. Fun Pops. So we're going to go ahead and slot Ricky Stenhouse Jr. up here, another perennial paint scheme favorite. Go ahead and slot him in at number 4 here. So Fun Pops in on the top 5 here. 48 Ally, their normal scheme for Alex Bowman. 51 Arrowhead, gold and green and white for Cody Ware. Or brass, I guess is what they're saying. So there you go. That is Cody Ware's scheme. 54 Monster there for Ty Gibbs, the typical scheme, very similar to Riley Herbst, as all the Monster schemes are. And then the 60 Colgate here for Ryan Preece, all red. Very simple, but I'm going to put him at number 5 and see if somebody can knock him out. 71 Blaster on the side of Michael McDowell's Chevrolet. Very familiar to the BJ McLeod paint schemes from back in the day. And Total Play, going to go ahead and knock the Colgate car out here for Carson Hocevar. You've got the Ultimate Warrior style neon colors on a purple base. Good looking car here for Carson Hocevar. And then the Safety Culture, your pole sitter, SVG Shane Van Gisbergen in the 88. Good looking car. 98 Telcel for Daniel Suarez. There you go. That is your paint scheme preview. Now let's take a look at how they qualify. I just mentioned it. Shane Van Gisbergen is going to be on the pole in the number 88 Safety Culture Chevrolet. Rolling off beside him is going to be Ryan Preece on the outside pole. Ross Chastain, the 3rd place man. So Trackhouse with a strong 1 and 3 start here. Ty Gibbs going to be rolling off 4th. Michael McDowell, your 5th place man. So there you go. A few road course aces up there, and then Ty Gibbs, and of course, Ryan Preece as well. Ryan Preece don't really think about being a road course ace, but Ross Chastain, Shane Van Gisbergen, and Michael McDowell have had a lot of success on the road courses. Kyle Larson rolling off 6th. Todd Gilliland in 7th. AJ Allmendinger, another road course ace, rolling off 8th. Joey Logano in 9th. He's good at road courses too. You don't really think about Daniel Suarez as a road course ace, but has had success at road courses, including yesterday where he won the race. We'll talk about that in a little bit if you guys want to. Rolling off 10th here, and it's a home track, so never count out the home track man. Kyle Busch just behind him in the 11th place starting position. Chase Elliott going to be 12th. Josh Berry 13th. Eric Jones 14th and 15th for young Riley Herbst in the 35. Monster Energy Zero Sugar Toyota. 16 through 20 going to be Chris Buescher, Justin Haley, Ryan Blaney, Chase Briscoe, and Austin Cindric. Austin Dillon in the 21st spot. Right behind him is going to be Tyler Reddick in the 22 position. Carson Hocevar, Zane Smith, and Bubba Wallace going to round out your top 25. 26 through 30 going to be Cole Custer, William Byron, Ty Dillon, Alex Bowman, and Brad Keselowski. And the rest of your field, 31 through 37, going to be Christopher Bell, John Hunter Nemechek, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. the 3rd, Cody Ware, Noah Gragson, Ryan Truex, and Catherine Legg in the 78 Elf Cosmetics Chevrolet. So there you go. Get your Elf Cosmetics foundation and whatever else they sell. I don't know. Not a makeup expert. The beard obscures the makeup, so I can't wear any. Anyway, Chris Buescher is your best average finish on road courses since February of 22 with 16 races and an average finish of 7.9. Just behind him with 5 races and a 9.0 average finish is Shane Van Gisbergen. Chase Elliott with a 10.0, Tyler Reddick 10.2, Christopher Bell, 10.3, Ross Chastain, 13.3, William Byron, 13.3, Carson Hocevar, 13.4, Austin Cindric, 13.9, Michael McDowell, 14.1, Alex Bowman, 14.3, and AJ Allmendinger at a 14.3 as well. Previous winners in those races include AJ Allmendinger, Michael McDowell, William Byron 2 times, Ross Chastain once, 2 times for Christopher Bell, 3 times for Tyler Reddick, and 1 time for Chris Buescher among your top 10 average finishers there. And the as far as laps led, because a lot of people like to look at that as well, with 13.5% of the laps led at road courses, Tyler Reddick, overwhelmingly by the numbers, has to be your favorite. 10.5% for Chase Elliott and 10.3% for Shane Van Gisbergen, and only 5 races. So take that into account. Shane Van Gisbergen obviously has to be one of your favorite picks here as well. And matter of fact, with the heart and with the numbers, we're picking Shane Van Gisbergen. Sleeper pick going to be Daniel Suarez or Tyler Gibbs. Don't sleep on Tyler Gibbs. He is good at road courses. He can get the job done, but I'm picking Shane Van Gisbergen to win this race. All right, that's the preview. Let's jump into the chat and see what you guys want to talk about. What's up, Lanes? Happy race day to you as well, Cody Ledger. As much as I would like to see SVG get the win, I just think it's going to be difficult to navigate some of the restarts through the day. For sure, attrition is going to play into this. We saw that yesterday with Connor Zilich. I had Zilich, but Ty Gibbs fixed that finish, says Jamie Schweitzer. So, yeah, Zilich blaming Ty Gibbs. Some people blaming Zilich for going in there too deep and cutting the corner. It just depends on how you want to look at it. Cassandra saying, hi, y'all, from Idaho. What's up, Cassandra? What is up? Idaho. Suarez won the Xfinity race. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Indeed, happy Father's Day to all the fathers for sure. Hi, Cassandra from Lake Norman, North Carolina, says Jamie Schweitzer. So there you go, Jamie Schweitzer in the heart of NASCAR country. Absolutely no doubt about it. I really like the paint scheme of the 51 Mustang. I don't know what Arrowhead is, though. I think it's brass fittings. I think that's what Arrowhead does there, Jimmy Howard, but I could be wrong on that. I'm pretty sure it's brass fittings and brass fixtures. Hi, Jamie. I'm on vacation, says Cassandra. Martin Truex Jr. From Mayetta, New Jersey. Ryan Truex Jr. the third from Mayetta, New Jersey. Sorry about that. Yeah, for sure. Ryan Truex Jr. the first. I think I did call him Ryan Truex Jr. In the video the other day, if I'm not mistaken, by accident. That's what I get for joking about it so much and calling him Ryan Truex Jr. the third. I did it to myself there. BB isn't Ryan Truex's home track. See Martin Truex Jr. previous jokes. Yeah, so for sure, this is also a home track for Ryan Truex because anything, I don't know. Well, it depends on how this falls. I'll have to geographically look at where this falls. Is it before or after the mighty Mississippi? Rain possible today. Could be even more chaotic than we already thought. Yeah, a rain race in Mexico, that would be wild. I still would have to give the advantage to SVG, though, no doubt about it. Should we keep an eye on the 99 to see how NASCAR officiates this race? Oh, and happy Father's Day, says Brickyard Brickhead. I don't know. NASCAR made several, not just with that one, but they made several questionable calls yesterday, including leaving Christopher Bell on pit road for multiple laps. And Christopher Bell finally just said, F it and F y'all. I'm getting out of this car. I'm not going to breathe any more of these toxic fumes. But they didn't throw a caution there when he was parked on pit road, and they definitely should have thrown a caution there. So a lot of questionable calls yesterday from NASCAR. As always, the only consistent thing about NASCAR yellows is the inconsistency of NASCAR yellows. Panthers up 3-2 over the Oilers. Pacers Thunder tied at 2-2. Yeah, the NBA Finals is tied up and a good series so far, with both teams collapsing late in games at times. Will Ryan Truex win today? Says OJ and Toothpaste. I don't know. I just hope he has a good showing because I know a lot of people really wanted to see him run well. Have been wanting to see him in the Cup Series for quite some time, no doubt about that. Thoughts on Suarez winning? If he wins today, everyone will say it's fixed. Already seen a lot of that for the race yesterday. Well, I mean, if it's fixed, it's hard to say it was fixed because he's in a backup car. If you watch the race from start to finish, at no point was he given any type of real advantage. Some people point to the penalty they thought he should have got. But a lot of things, including Connor Zilich having to wreck, including Ty Gibbs having to be part of that wreck as well. A lot of things had to fall in place for Daniel Suarez to win that. So to say yesterday's race was rigged, put on the tinfoil hat and have all the conspiracies. All opinions are welcome. But by God, in my opinion, that's a reach. That's a freaking reach. So we'll see. We'll see. I would love to see Ryan Truex win today, says MGM. It would be a cool story for sure. Apparently Chastain was in the Xfinity booth yesterday. He was. Old Ross was up there, had the hair gel in, spiked all the way up. Florida Man was in the house. Was hoping SMT wasn't working all weekend, says Dirty Def. Yep. Now, SMT not working would definitely be a huge advantage to SVG, in my opinion. I got Kyle Busch winning and taking a bow in Mexico. That would be a gigantic story. If Kyle Busch could get the win here, break the drought that he's been in, so to say. Is there a racing track that is a must see in the Dakotas? Says Sir Wood Rooster. I tell you what, I've never been to either Dakota, but I will do some research for you on the North and South Dakota racing scenes. I'm not 100% sure. I know when I was driving through Wyoming, I saw a car being towed. It looked like a will be considered a Budweiser Hornet at South Boston. So I need to look at the Wyoming racing scene as well because I didn't know they had a racing scene up there. So some states I definitely need to revisit at least on Google Maps and see what's going on. But yeah, good question, Sir Wood Rooster. I have no idea, but I'll look it up for you. I was confused about the playoffs. Are the top 16 already locked in, or are they still racing to get to the top 16? So playoff wise, the top 16 are not locked in unless they have a win. If you have a win, you're locked in. Unless 17 drivers get wins, then theoretically one driver would get bumped out in that situation. Whichever driver had the one win and the most points would bump in, and the driver with one win and the least amount of points would bump out. Will they complete all the laps today? Says Dirty Def. I'm saying there's a chance we get more than all the laps. I think we'll get all the laps plus some. I think we'll get a green, white checkered. What's up, y'all? What type of chaos do we expect today? It's probably going to be a lot of chaos. This is going to be a big race that a lot of people want to win. I think we're also going to probably see a lot of engine attrition. We saw a lot of engine attrition yesterday. So I expect today to be no different. People are going to push it to that ragged edge with that thin air. And I think we're going to see a couple of them detonate. What do you say to all the folks that say yesterday was rigged for Daniel to win? Says Dirty Def. I understand the sentiment because he is the hometown guy, and it is a crazy scenario for that to happen. But if you look at everything that had to happen there, Connor Zilic was going to win that race. They had to have the restart, and Connor Zilic had to cut that corner, or Ty Gibbs had to wreck Connor Zilic, whichever way you want to look at it. If those two don't wreck, one of those two is going to win this race. Hands down, flat out, no issue about it. If Christopher Bell doesn't blow an engine, Christopher Bell is going to be the third fastest car on that racetrack. Christopher Bell would have been like for all you, and you can just go down the list to be totally honest with you. You can go down the list of all the cars that were faster than Daniel Suarez and had trouble. So it was literally Daniel Suarez just had a cleaner race. He didn't have the faster car, and it just sort of fell in his lap, and he didn't screw it up. The other guys that had faster cars, in my opinion, just screwed it up. Although I love a good conspiracy theory. So if you want to run all the way with that conspiracy theory that NASCAR rigged it for Daniel Suarez, that's fine with me. Run with that conspiracy theory. That's all part of the good fun of it. But you've got a lot of hoops to jump through. Because did NASCAR throw out spike strips and that's what wrecked Connor Zilic? Like, it was crazy. And even at the end, Connor Zilic was charging, right? So if we had a green, white checkered, Connor Zilic still could have got this win. So a lot of stuff had to play that way. And I think what they're saying is Daniel Suarez should have got a penalty for cutting the track? I can't remember exactly what people thought he should have been penalized for, but they think NASCAR missed a penalty where he I think it was cutting the track or exceeding track limits or something like that. So that would be the one leg they have to stand on, because regardless of all the people that fell out, they would say, hey, he cut the track limits and NASCAR didn't penalize him. But to that, I think the counterpoint to that would probably be that NASCAR is just so inconsistent with what they penalize and what they don't penalize. So you've got a good argument as far as that particular penalty goes. You got a good argument there, though, for sure. Let's see. Exactly. Anyone that watched that race could tell it wasn't rigged. Too much had to happen. Says Dirty Def for sure. What's up, one wise guy? Good morning to the West Side. Good afternoon to the rest of the country. Favorite part of this weekend was in F1 when Nico Rosberg basically told Danica Patrick she didn't know what she was talking about. Nico Rosberg continuing to be one of my all-time favorites, because Danica Patrick, for all of her success in motorsports, she is an annoying freaking human being. I will just come out and say it. Not a fan. Never will be. 99 is definitely a wheel man and would love to see him dominate and he has put in the work. Says Brickyard Brickhead. Yeah, 99 car is definitely good. I saw, we were talking about it in the Discord, and we were talking about if Legacy can't get Jesse Love, because it's been rumored that Jesse Love is going to go to Legacy if they get that extra charter. which once again, how do you skip Corey Haim? But that's another story altogether. Let's focus on what I was talking about. What was I talking about? Anyway, if Legacy does get the if Daniel Suarez gets cut from Trackhouse, that would be another thing. Like Legacy probably would have to take a good hard look at Daniel Suarez because he probably brings in a ton of sponsorship. He's a veteran. He has wins at the Cup Series